Taiwan is bursting with heaps of fun places to explore. Join me, Amber Hatfield, as I hit up travel hotspots, soak up some culture, and hunt down hidden gems. Let's go! Welcome back to Let's Go. On today's episode, I am joined again by Mountain Sasa, a Malaysian woman who lives in Taiwan and loves hiking. She has hiked 63 of Taiwan's 100 highest peaks. I talked to her last week, so if you have not checked out that episode yet, I would suggest to go and listen to that one first and then come back and listen to today's episode. Let's get into it. So let's talk a little bit about some of the memorable experiences that you've had while hiking. I know you said before that you had a challenging experience with an accident that's happened.
Yes.
How about some trips that have been really memorable to you, really kind of stayed in your heart, you know, something you'll never forget?
I think I will talk about my favorite mountain. My favorite mountain in Taiwan is Nanhu Dashan. And to be more specific, the part I most like is the Nanhu Cirque. A cirque is a landscape formed from the erosion of glacier. It means that this landscape was formed during the Ice Age in Taiwan, which was more than 18,000 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, it's a very unique place in Taiwan. Like, you see, Taiwan is a subtropical island, and there is such a unique cirque on this island. So for Nanhu, I have been to Nanhu 4 times already.
Wow.
Yeah. I really, really love that place. Yeah.
Okay, so you like that place the most because of the scenery, the view of the...
Yeah, the scenery.
Okay. Could you describe it to me a little bit? How does it look? Is it alpine kind of scenery? Or
alpine kind of scenery. Like in Taiwan, maybe you expect to see greenery, forests, tropical forests, but in Nanhu, you will think that you are in like Europe, Northern Europe. When you see the alpine thing.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I'd love to know if each mountain that you've been to gives you somehow a different feeling. I don't know if you can feel the mountain or you can sense the mountain or you get a different feeling on each mountain that you're on.
Yes, but actually it's so hard to describe. Yeah, the feeling of every mountain is different. Just like you have a lot of friends and every friend has his own characteristic. Yeah. So every mountain is like a new friend to me.
That's an awesome way to describe it. I love that.
But if you want me to describe every mountain, I think that's a bit hard. Like you can't describe a person in just 2 sentences.
Yeah, no, I just think that if you climb a mountain, maybe there's just a certain feeling you get from a different one. I know that when I climbed, I actually don't remember which mountain it was, but I climbed one of the 3,000 peaks in Taiwan. And I remember being at the top in the nighttime and looking at all the stars. And you get that feeling of, I feel so small compared to the world, and that awesome feeling that the world is an amazing place.
Ah, I see. Maybe I can say like for Jade Mountain, because it is the highest mountain in Taiwan. So when I stand at the summit of Jade Mountain, I can almost see the whole Taiwan island. I can see like rain in Taipei or the city lights in Chiayi or maybe sea of clouds at the east coast. So it is like standing at the top of the world. It's a feeling like that. But for the second highest mountain in Taiwan, it is totally different because for the second highest mountain, Snow Mountain, they have a cirque also. Yeah. So the feeling will be more of peace and calm. Yeah. It's different. Like you will feel like Snow Mountain is more girlish like maybe. Like you will feel that it's more gentle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, interesting. That's awesome that you have that different feeling towards different mountains.
Yes.
How about your encounters with nature and animals on the mountains?
animals.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then I have to mention my most interesting story.
Okay.
It was about a sambar deer. Yeah, there are a lot of sambar deer on the high mountains of Taiwan, but you don't see these animals in the cities of Taiwan. Yeah, so sambar deers, they are they live on high altitudes. So a lot of Taiwanese hikers will say that they are lack of mineral salts. So when they see human beings on the mountains, they will come to you and they are waiting for you to pee. Yeah, yeah. So
They want to drink it?
yeah, they want to drink it.
Wow.
They need the mineral salt. Maybe it is lack of mineral salt on the high mountains of Taiwan. I'm not so sure. Not so sure about it. Yes, but at that time I was on a long hike, a long traverse hike. It was during Chinese New Year 2 years ago. It was COVID, and I couldn't go back to Malaysia for Chinese New Year, so I went hiking on the high mountains of Taiwan, and it was a long traverse hike. And at the morning, I was relieving myself. Yeah. Nature is calling, and suddenly I heard a loud scream. Yeah, I was very scared because the sound is very loud, and I saw a large sambar deer. It is larger than a motorcycle, and it started charging towards me, and I was very anxious, and I ran away. Then it ate out my poop.
That's what it wanted the whole time.
Yes.
So it wasn't charging for you, it was like food.
Yeah, food. And he wasn't able to wait for me to finish, and he started charging at me.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
And that's the only time that's happened, though? That's not happened any other times to you?
Usually, on other roads, somebody will come for the pee, but not the poop. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I would have assumed that they would be more shy and they would be kind of scared of the hikers.
Yeah, but I'm not sure why somebody have become not so shy to human beings. Maybe because there are so many hikers on the mountains of Taiwan and they are so used to it already. Yeah.
I'd love to hear any more funny stories that you have from your hiking. Do you have any more for me?
Let me think about it, because there are so many small stories. That was my hike before Chinese New Year this year. And actually, at that time, we were hiking to the Snow Mountain, the second highest mountain in Taiwan. And because the week before, there was snowfall. Yeah, it snows on the high mountains of Taiwan. Yeah, there was snowfall, and we were going to the cirque on the Snow Mountain to practice snow climbing skills. Yeah,
wow.
Because it rarely snows, so it is a really good chance to practice skills on climbing snow. Yeah. So the weather report that day was very good, and on every forecast, it says that there was a logo of the whole sun. So it is a very good day. But when we reached the cirque that day, we encountered with a snowstorm. Yeah, a snowstorm. It was the first snowstorm in my life.
Wow. So what did you do?
We just play with snow because we have enough preparation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear a little bit more about this snow skills, ice climbing skills. Could you tell me about what that means?
Okay, so hiking on snow is totally different from hiking on normal roads, because the snow may be very slippery. Yeah, so you will need crampons. Crampons are teeth you wear on your shoes to get a better grip on the snow. But to wear these crampons, you will need suitable hiking boots also. And also you have to bring ice axes. Yeah, but if you are not so familiar to axes, you can bring hiking poles instead. Yeah. And the most important thing is helmets, because it's so easy to slip and fall on snow. So you need helmets. But actually, it's recommended that you wear helmets at all times when you hike in Taiwan, because the landscape of Taiwan is so fragile. So there are a lot of falling stones on the mountains of Taiwan. Yeah.
I see. So do you normally wear a helmet when you hike on normal trails?
Yeah, actually, I have to do so, but sometimes I didn't. I feel so hot when I wear a helmet. Yeah, but it's recommended to do so. But on a dangerous trails, I will definitely wear helmets. Yeah.
I see. Okay. So you were doing this snow climbing training. Is that what it's called? Snow climbing skills.
Yeah, but actually,
Training.
it's self training. It's not a course, but there are courses like this in Taiwan.
Okay. So what is your goal with trying to train more? Are you hoping that in the future you can try to climb some of the mountains during the winter season when there is snow?
Yeah, uh, of course, it's mostly in Taiwan, but also maybe in the future, I wish I can do some overseas hikes.
Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that, about your kind of goals for the future
Yeah.
with regards to hiking. So are there any other goals that you have for Taiwan or any other goals of mountains that you want to climb abroad? Are we going to see you climbing Everest or something?
That's a dream. But first of all, my goal is to complete the 100 peaks of Taiwan and also some overseas hiking. Like this May, I will go back to Malaysia and climb Mount Kinabalu in Malaysia, which is the highest mountain in the Southeast Asia region. It's higher than Jade Mountain. Yeah. And also, of course, Mount Everest is my dream someday in the future, but it is still a dream now.
Wow, that's a really lofty dream. That's kind of a scary one.
Yeah, but actually the most important part is financial, the financial part. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess you definitely have to go along with guides and Sherpas
yes.
and all of that to climb up Mount Everest.
Yes. I think it is necessary to do so. You can't climb it by yourself. Yeah. I think the policy in Nepal is also like you have to hire Sherpas and also Nepal mountain guides. Yeah.
Okay. And how about goals that are not related to hiking? Do you see yourself staying in Taiwan and continuing to work here for the long term or?
For these 5 years, we're
Okay.
definitely in Taiwan.
Okay. And how long do you think it will take you to complete the 100 peaks of Taiwan?
Maybe for 2 to 3 more years. Yeah.
Right.
Because the mountains at the back of the list, they are so difficult. They are not next to roads, so you can drive to one of them and just climb one of them. You will need a traverse hike to complete all the mountains in the middle. Yeah, so it maybe needs 7 to 8 days in some trips. So you will need to take the leave from your work. Yeah, and also the weather in Taiwan is so unstable because there are typhoons in the summertime and it snows and there are ice during winter time. Yeah.
So you can't just decide, I want to go hiking on this mountain on this day, and then it just happens. You really have to depend on a lot of factors.
Yes. It depends on luck. So it is so lucky to have so many hikes in my life.
Yeah, and how have you managed to do that?
It takes time. You try and try. Like some mountains, maybe I can't reach the summit in one attempt, and maybe I went to that road about 3 times, 4 times, and I managed to summit all the mountains in that area. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And just to kind of finish off, I'd love to talk a little bit about how you think hiking has changed your perspective or what you think it has done for you personally in your personal life.
Oh, I think hiking has changed my whole life. Like from small things, like how do I wear and what do I use in my daily life to my whole life planning. Because after I started hiking, I love to wear moisture-wicking clothes in my daily life because Taipei is very hot and humid. Yeah. And also like I would like to bring my laptop in a hiking bag because the backpack system makes me very comfortable.
So you mean when you walk around in general around Taipei,
Yes.
you use a hiking bag to put
Yes,
your
this is-
laptop and your things?
Yeah, a hiking bag. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Small one, of course. The big one is for the mountains. Yeah. Yes. And like last time, I would like to wear more girlish, like I do wear. I love to wear skirts, but now I love to wear shorts.
Okay. So your whole fashion style has
It's
changed.
different, yes. And this was not what I expected before I started hiking. And also, when during my university life, I planned to return to Malaysia. I never imagined that I would stay in Taiwan after I graduate. But when I fell in love with the mountains in Taiwan, I decided to stay and work here. So my whole life plan is different now.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing. So just because of mountains, because of your love for hiking and everything, your whole kind of life path has
Yes.
changed a different direction.
Yes, and my friends are really, really surprised about it.
Your friends home in Malaysia?
Yeah, friends here and friends in Malaysia.
Right.
Yeah.
So you mean that they would not have expected from you that this would happen?
Yes. They didn't expect the change, a big change in me.
So do you think that you have any other things that you want to say to anyone who might be considering doing hiking, considering starting, or maybe they're even worried about how to start? What would you say to someone in that situation?
Don't think so much. Just try it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So Sasa, where can people find you if they want to see your content or know more about you? How can they look you up?
Okay, for the meantime, you can search Mountain Sasa on Instagram or on Facebook. Yeah, and my posts are mostly in bilingual, in Mandarin and English. And for the meantime, it's your Instagram and Facebook, but maybe we will have a YouTube channel too in this year. Yeah.
I look forward to that. That would be so great.
I'm also looking forward to it.
That's all we have time for today's episode of Let's Go. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time talking to Sasa over the past 2 episodes about her experiences of hiking in Taiwan, her funny stories, her tips and tricks. She's got a lot of expertise to share. So if you want to find out more or you want to see more pictures and videos, inspiration of hiking in Taiwan, go and check out her Instagram at Mountain Sasa, and I will see you next time.